Every single morning, something sacred happens. The world, once silent and asleep, begins to stir. The sky shifts from black to gray, and then to gold. And in that moment, right there, life gives you a signal, a message, a quiet invitation that says, you're alive. You've been given another shot. But most people don't hear it. They miss it. Not because the message isn't loud enough, but because they're too distracted, too numb, too disconnected from their own purpose to recognize it. They sleep through it. Physically, mentally, emotionally. But those who truly wake up understand something different. The morning isn't just the start of a new day. It's the start of your legacy. You have to understand that first breath you take in the morning, it's not guaranteed. It's not owed. It's a gift. And gifts are meant to be used, not wasted. But how many times have you woken up and immediately drowned in your phone, your doubts, your anxiety? How many times have you postponed your life by hitting snooze on your alarm and on your potential? That moment of waking is powerful because it holds pure possibility. Nothing is ruined yet. Nothing is final. It's a clean slate. But here's the catch. What you choose to do with that clean slate determines everything else that follows. It sets the rhythm, the energy, the momentum. And if you start the day in chaos, guess what? The rest of your day will echo that same noise. People talk about fate, destiny, divine timing, but overlook the most divine moment of all. Right now. The moment you open your eyes and choose. Yes, choose how to meet the day. You can either grab that moment and say, let's go. I've got work to do. Or you can sink back into the comfort of nothingness. One choice moves you forward. The other steals your future. Because how you wake up isn't just about what time you rise. It's about what you rise for. What you believe about yourself. What you're willing to sacrifice to become the person you know you were born to be. That belief, or lack of it, shows itself in the first minutes of your morning. There is a reason the most successful people on this planet protect their mornings like sacred ground. Because they know that the world starts making demands the moment you step into it. Notifications, expectations, responsibilities. The morning is the only time you truly own. The only time where your thoughts haven't been hijacked yet. So what are you doing with that freedom? Are you feeding your mind, moving your body, building your vision? Or are you wasting that quiet power on habits that keep you small, distracted, and average? If you want to rise above, you need to rise intentionally. That means cutting out the noise. That means moving like your future is watching. Because it is. You don't get strong in the spotlight. You don't get sharp in front of the crowd. You build your edge in the unseen hours, in the stillness. In the quiet, in the morning. That's where warriors are made. That's where minds are trained. That's where you decide whether you're going to run your day or let your day run you. People want breakthroughs, but they don't want early mornings. They want power, but not the discipline that comes before the world wakes up. But here's the truth. Every champion you've ever admired made the decision to stop wasting the wake up. They stopped treating the morning like a casual stretch and started treating it like a battlefield. And that mindset, that urgency, is what separates the extraordinary from the forgettable. So the question is no longer whether mornings matter. They do. The real question is, what are you doing with yours? You've been given the most powerful moment of the day, every single day, and you've been wasting it like it's nothing. But it's everything. The morning is your mirror. It reflects your priorities, your values, your drive. And if you're not proud of what you see there, then it's time to change it. Not tomorrow. Now. The world doesn't need more people who go through the motions. It needs more people who attack the morning like their future depends on it. Because it absolutely does. Comfort is a beautiful trap. It feels like safety, like home, like peace. But beneath that soft surface, it hides something brutal as stagnation. Every time you choose comfort over discomfort, ease over effort, rest over resilience, you are trading your potential for a fleeting feeling. That bed you can't leave in the morning. It's not just holding your body, it's holding back your destiny. We've been conditioned to believe that comfort equals happiness. But true fulfillment doesn't come from staying in the warm place. It comes from pushing past it. From doing the hard things. From moving when you don't feel like it. Because that's when growth happens. That's where transformation lives. In the friction, not the fluff. Discomfort is not your enemy, it's your compass. It's the universe pointing you toward the edge of who you are, daring you to step into who you could be. But the problem is, comfort is addictive. It seduces you. It says, you're fine where you are. It tells you, it's okay to take it easy. And before you know it, weeks go by, months disappear, and you're still stuck in the same loop, wondering why nothing's changed. Nothing changes because nothing ever as hard has been done. Growth demands discomfort. It demands struggle. The cocoon is cozy, but the butterfly can't emerge until it breaks through. That's the beauty. That's the point. You can't become something new by doing what you've always done. You want to elevate. Then stop hiding in the same routines that are keeping you average. The hardest part of any transformation is that moment when your body says, no, but your soul whispers, keep going. And most people ignore the whisper. They listen to the weakness. They think being tired is a reason to quit. But tired is not a stop sign. It's a signal. It means you're working. It means you're stretching. And the ones who understand this, they lean into that pain. They don't run from it. They rise through it because they know comfort is temporary, but regret is forever. Look around you. How many people are truly alive? Not just breathing, but alive. Passionate. Awake. You'll find they all have one thing in common. They've stopped worshipping comfort. They've stopped making decisions based on what feels good and started making decisions based on what builds them. There's a difference between rest and avoidance. One heals you, the other hides you. You can lie to others, but you can't lie to yourself. Deep down, you know when you're hiding. You know when you're playing small. And every time you give in to the comfort instead of showing up for your calling, a part of you dies. Slowly, quietly, but surely. Discipline doesn't happen in the spotlight. It's forged in private. When no one's clapping, when no one's watching, when it's cold early and everything in you wants to stop, but you don't. You keep going. That's when the shift happens. That's when the old version of you starts to break. That's when the next level of you begins to form. But only if you're willing to choose the hard path, especially when the easy one is right there, whispering your name. Every day, you have two choices: comfort or growth. One feeds your ego, the other feeds your soul. Only one will take you where you really want to go. You want to know why most people never make it? Why they stay stuck, even though they have the talent, the ideas, the desire? It's because they can't get past the beginning. That moment where it's uncomfortable, where it's awkward, where they feel exposed. They think that discomfort is a sign to stop. But it's not. It's a sign you're stepping into something real, something that matters, something that can change you. And change, real change, is always uncomfortable. That's how you know it's working. So if you feel resistance, good. If it's hard, good. That means you're alive. That means you're not wasting the wake up. That means you're finally doing what most people run from, becoming who you were meant to be. There's a window of time, right after you open your eyes, when the world hasn't touched you yet. No texts, no pressure, no noise. Just you. And what you choose to do in that hour will echo through the rest of your day. And eventually your life. That first hour is not just time, it's power. But most people waste it. They roll over. They reach for their phones. They scroll through someone else's life before they've even connected with their own. They react before they've even set an intention. But the ones who understand the power of this hour, they guard it with everything. They treat it like the golden space it is. A launch pad for their entire being. Because they know that their future isn't shaped by random luck. It's shaped by what they do. Before the world wakes up, your first hour is a mirror. It reflects the depth of your discipline, the clarity of your vision, and the strength of your priorities. What are you feeding your mind with? What are you doing with your body? What are you speaking into your life when everything is still quiet? These moments set your internal temperature. If you rise with purpose, intention, and energy, you carry that frequency into every conversation, every challenge, every opportunity. But if you rise in a fog, reacting to the day like it owns you, then you've already surrendered your power. The truth is, you either direct your day or your day will direct you. And that direction begins in how you spend the very first 60 minutes. You don't need a perfect morning routine to change your life. But you do need ownership. You need to be deliberate with how you start. It doesn't matter whether you meditate, write, move, or plan. What matters is that you should choose something that aligns with the life you're building. And then you do it with consistency, not when it's convenient. Because there's no magic in routines. It's in the intention behind them. That first hour isn't about checking off boxes. It's about stepping into a mindset that says, Afash, I lead, I create, I build. That's how winners think. That's how legacies are born. Not when the spotlight is on, but in the dark, quiet choices you make before anyone's watching. Most people underestimate how quickly momentum builds. That's why the first hour is so important. It's where momentum is either created or destroyed. You start strong, you keep going strong. You start scattered, you stay scattered. The way you treat the morning is often the way you treat your goals, with either intensity or indifference. If you say you want something big, but start your day with zero strategy, you're living in delusion. The first hour